your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
Basha K. Ali!
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, good thing to say, I dabbled in stand-up or something. I haven't disrespected you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. There I go. There I am. I just didn't push the button. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Welcome to a very special Opie and Anthony flavored episode of the Chrissie Mayr podcast. I have decided that it would be a good idea to familiarize myself with a lot of the old Opie and Anthony lore, namely their arguments, fights, beefs, dust-ups, if you will, which there are many. And goodness, I think E-Rock, who runs I'm not sure if it's a Clips channel, not a Clips channel, it's like an archive channel. He just he just released a bunch of stuff from Opie and Anthony, like the very famous epic Jim Norton and Opie fight that I recapped with the lovely Chris Baldessano. We did 2 parts, all audio. But then, of course, when that's over, E-Rock releases the video version. It's fine, E-Rock, I guess. But there's much to discuss. So today we will be recapping the Leave It Alone grapes yogurt fight. It's a funny thing to say out loud. But first, my God, we already have 2 kangs of the chat. We was kangs. Two chat superstars. Regod. Oh my goodness, it's Regod. And I don't know if he means re or just re. But thank you for the pink boy. I did not pay him to say this, by the way. Chrissie is a goddess. 10 out of 10. So beautiful. Especially when I make that face. Thank you, Regod. That means a lot, especially when I'm feeling not so hot. No, I'll get it together for summer. I'm gonna do some kind of a insane diet, as much as I can do while still nursing, which is probably not much. And Joel Joel Cargerman for 50. Oh my God, you get a sound effect too. This is double kings. Hi, Chrissie. Longtime fan since I discovered FNT a couple years ago. I missed the O&A show back in the day. We were a Howard Stern family, but found all of the classic clips on YouTube in 2015, and I've been a fan of Anthony and Jim ever since. Welcome, Joel. You and I are alike in that we missed the O&A show back in the day, and kind of it's kind of embarrassing for me because I'm from Long Island. Many people I went to high school with, mostly guys, were into Opie and Anthony. You know, people had the wow stickers on their cars. I saw them all the time. I just was like, I don't know what that means. On with my day. So I feel like I really missed out when it was happening. So now I'm just trying to make up for lost time and recap. And also I really miss Compound Media. That's part of this too. And I guess after this I can recap old Compound Media stuff. Since I do have all of my wet spot archives, I can begin to put that out and clip what I can, because a lot of it's not really safe for YouTube. A lot of it's inappropriate, but there might be some clips I can put up. But thank you, Joel. You're the best. Daddies of the chat. We got 2 daddies of the chat. The bean is crawling. The bean is crawling around fast, especially when he's determined for something. And he can stand and he can cruise, which is when you stand up and almost like everything, you're like rock climbing on everything. Like he's in Mission Impossible, like dun 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 dun. But we took him to the pool today and he did something amazing. Like in swimming lessons, we are trying to get him to jump off and into your arms. And I was just kind of like, bring him in. You go, ready, set, go. And then he did it himself today. He jumped off the side of the pool. Well, he nudged himself. He was sitting on his butt. And he like threw himself off the pool into my arms, which he's never done before. That's really cool. He's not even 1 year old yet. He's amazing. He's going to be an amazing Division I athlete. Thank you, Casey's Bar, Malta Fub. Thank you for the orange boy. I don't know what kind of money this is. Sikh dollars. I don't know if this is some kind of brown money, some kind of muzzy money, but thank you anyway. Oh, is it Swedish money? When are you going to Sweden? Bring Leonardo Joni with you. I have absolute Sweden. That's a tall order. I don't know when I'm going to Sweden. Isn't it mad expensive there? And bring Leonardo with you. Leonardo's got her own life and fiance, but I do want to tour with her. I would love to do a comedy tour with her. We have very similar styles. Thank you, Casey. Casey's. Oh, it's oh my God, God again. Coming back with gifting 10 Chrissie Mayr memberships. You are too much, He wants to solidify his position as king of the chat. Okay, without further ado, let me give you some valuable context to the grape and yogurt fight. This is a clip from the Anthony Cumia show from a couple of years ago, where Anthony was recounting the event on his Compound Media show here. And here he is with his then co-host at the time, Dave Landau, and Kevin Brennan, who, my God, has aged so poorly. But we're just going to play it up until the point where the actual fight begins. And then I will switch to a different video and play that fight. Yes, yes. Which layout do I want? Do I want this layout? No, that's covering. Do I want this layout? Yes, I want this layout. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum.
You know what Greg Opie Hughes used to do during the show?
Chew into the mic.
He would say, yeah,
I know that.
He had like he was so gay with what he ate.
I miss Dave
Like
too.
everyone else, me and Jim were like, yeah, let me get an egg on a roll with some bacon and fucking an OJ or whatever. And Opie's like, Kenny, I need some yogurt, some plain yogurt, and the steel. What was that oatmeal called? The steel
cut?
Steel cut.
Steel cut oatmeal.
Steel cut. It's got to be steel cut, not copper
Steel
cut.
cut. And then I'll need some blueberries, but check them. Make sure they have like a cloud on them, so because they got to be fresh blueberries.
Just warm them up.
A cloud on them? What does that even mean? Like, did they have to be dusty? He's basically eating like a chick. Like this is a very health conscious man, I guess. I'm sure his wife is telling him to eat these things.
Been pour them in my ass crack.
Yeah.
Wait,
Put it on your dick.
Yeah.
And shove it into my body through my ass.
He wasn't always like that. He evolved into that, right? Or
He was kind of always like that.
He was.
And then during the show, this part got me. And it's exactly what you're saying. When you're with somebody long enough, doesn't matter what the fuck they do.
Yeah.
It's just awful.
Annoying.
So he would have the cup, and at the end, all I'd hear is the little plastic spoon and the yogurt cup going.
Yeah, that's annoying
On
too.
a mic. I'd hear it in my headphones. I wanted to kill the motherfucker.
And the cardboard cup. Yeah.
And he's
Did
eating.
you get it? Did you get it all, Ope?
Get it?
Get it?
Is every little morsel of that
Is everything?
goodness
Because
He
God
knew.
forbid you
Oh,
miss
man.
one little drop.
And then one time I started eating. I was eating grapes.
Yeah.
And some grapes. I'm just flipping some grapes in my face.
Flip them.
And he was like, "Oh, well, you just gonna eat grapes?"
By the way, grapes, one of the manlier fruits, I might add. You know, what are you gonna be and it's one of the tidier fruits. I would say grapes are a great radio food because they're very tidy. They're not messy. It's not like you're slobbering on some melon. Yeah, you know, you don't have your face in some citrus. It's not gonna juice out, spray anywhere, and it comes in a little skin. They're poppable. Right, no spray. And they're quiet. They're not going to make a crunching sound in the microphone. So grapes, excellent radio food.
I'm like, don't even. And that let that argument out.
You're just
that
gonna
day on
eat
the air.
grape? That's the most
Yeah.
passive aggressive.
It's like grapes. If I have something to say with grapes, I could just go, there, I'm talking.
Right.
It's a grape.
Well, he was mad that you were eating on air. You were eating
Yeah,
grapes.
I was eating grapes on air.
But he used to eat on air.
Of course. The whole
Members I
time.
would listen
And
to
burp
eating
into the
yogurt.
mic and scrape his fucking cup.
Oh, that's Opie.
You want to?
That
Okay. So he would, do a lot of yogurt scraping. It seems like, I don't know, you guys can confirm or deny this. Would Opie eat a lot of noisy food on the show? Oh, what's up, Kiki? Keanu's in the chat. Women feed grapes to Greek men in the movies. True. Okay. That's true. Pineapple. Yes, it could be, but again, it could be slobbery and juicy. I love pineapple as much as the next person. Blueberries. Ortney. Opie would eat so much. Ate so much for a 4-hour show. How much do you have to eat? I would say eat a big meal before the 4-hour show. Also, you don't have to. You can go 4 hours without a meal, without a snack. I would say like, yeah, I don't know. I've gone 4 hours without eating all the time. I've gone 4 hours without going to the bathroom. It's easy if you try. Oh my God. Oh my regod. Regod. So generous. My goodness. Now you are officially the soul king of the chat, the soul daddy of the chat. Thank you, Regod. Regod says, Chrissy, thank you for being a brave truth teller. Wow. Thank you. I do what I can. I do what I can. And thank you, Joel. Okay. So now that's the setup to this. Sure, they both ate, but Opie ate louder, more annoying foods, and he also then wouldn't let it go when Anthony ate something. That was much quieter, by the way. Casey's Bar, Multifub. Jimmy Dore, thank you for the yellow boy. Jimmy Dore had a show in Stockholm a year ago. It was sold out. You would also have a sold out show in Stockholm. You know, that sounds cool. I would love to go to my roots, you know, back to my Scandinavian roots, back to my fellow recessive gene people. That sounds pretty cool, actually. But with the little baby, it will require some real. He'd have to be older. I don't think I could go to a different country without him, and he'd have to be old enough to like travel on such a thing. It's a little more complicated now with the bean, but not impossible. Not impossible. I'm not opposed to a international show at some point. Okay, so that is the fight. That is Anthony's take on the beginning. I'm back. Something's going on with my camera. It keeps clicking in and out. How fun! What's going on? Oh boy, something's happening. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to try to mouse my computer as lightly as possible as to not disturb the delicate balance. Okay. Now for the on-air fight itself. Let's bring this on. And I just hope that my camera doesn't decide to jump out. Here is the on-air fight we've all been waiting for. I believe, is this from March 12th, 2009? Wowie. Okay, strap in, everyone. Buckle up. Get your yogurt and grapes. Get your snack of choice for this. Or do I want to be like this? Yeah. Okay. Something is happening with my camera. I leave it alone. I know. I really am trying so hard to have my camera not knock myself out of this thing. Okay, without further ado.
Grapes. You want to eat a lot of people. Grapes. You want to eat grapes, and we'll do this after the break.
No, it's okay.
A lot of people have had.
Why don't you eat yogurt?
Huh? I don't do that anymore.
I know. I
really don't. I realize that it's annoying, so I just like do it on the side.
All right. In 12 years, you could yell at me.
Well, whatever.
Come on, I'm fucking around. You're in a bad fucking mood.
I told you I
know, but don't let it affect the fucking show. You're in a bad fucking mood.
Has it the last 2 days?
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
You've been in a cranky fucking mood. I understand we've been fired from fucking CBS and shit, but let me tell you something. I'm not the only one that notices. You're in a cranky fucking mood. Everyone's noticed.
Do you want me to start talking about what people notice about you? Leave it alone.
Yeah, tell me. Go ahead.
Leave it alone.
Tell me what people notice about me.
Leave it alone.
I'm not leaving anything alone.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Be honest. What happened?
You had a lot of moments over the last few years. Leave it alone. Seriously.
How did I have moments over the years?
Leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Why leave it alone?
It was a little
I made
thing.
a fucking joke. It's a joke. It's a funny show.
I didn't go for the joke today. That's all. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. You're the one that made the fucking face when I'm making jokes. It's self-deprecating humor. We do it all the time. We goof on each other.
Okay, back again. I think we were on the 5th. Leave it alone. Frank is sleeping the baby, or else he would help. But I'm sure it won't happen again, right? Okay, take 3.
With the fucking audience, they understand exactly what the fuck we're talking about.
Leave it alone.
Leave it the fuck alone.
Leave it alone.
Holy shit.
You just because you're really into doing the show again, leave it alone. Seriously.
Really into doing the show again, as opposed to when I wasn't into doing the show.
You said people are talking. I mean, if you want to talk about people talking, just leave it alone.
All right, we'll talk about what Chris Oliveira, how he told me how you were a lazy fuck and didn't want to do sponsors. You didn't want to go to sponsor meetings. That was part of the problem. That it was always Opie yelling about how, I won't go to a sponsor meeting. Fuck them. Have them come over here. And the reason Danny Bonaducci is still in Philly is because the guy apparently, even though he's got shit ratings, works his balls off and goes to every fucking meeting he's told to go to.
We went to every meeting.
We did.
Yeah.
I think I sat in that fucking room a lot more than you did.
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Who went to every Apple fucking meeting?
That was your thing.
My thing. You were supposed to be there. You know they just wanted to look at our fucking stupid faces.
You want to compare that shit? Stop.
You know they just wanted to look at our stupid. I'm just bringing shit up.
I'm bringing shit up.
Stop. You want to compare stuff? That's ridiculous.
You
know how much
passive aggressively
Ma-
through that I wasn't interested in doing the show for some set period of time that you fucking did.
Because you said people have noticed, and
who noticed? Who noticed?
I'm just saying.
Give me a fucking name.
I'm just saying it works.
Anthony is actually calling him out on the things he's saying. Opie hates to be challenged, called out. He hates being forced to provide receipts with anything because he just loves to throw out a sweeping generalization and make people worried and stressed and upset without offering any proof. Oh, the things that he did. Oh, the things that you didn't do. Oh, the things that you ate. He's really acting, I'm sorry to say this, like a woman.
Both ways.
Give me a name. Who noticed
both ways.
Who noticed I went through a period where I didn't want to do the show? Or was that Opie's interpretation during one of your miserable phases that I didn't want to do the fucking show?
Don't worry, dude. This will be over soon. You go your way, I go mine. Trust
See,
me.
that would
Trust me.
I could bring up the fact that you
Trust me.
mentioned that.
Don't be worried. This will all be over soon. How shitty of Opie when Anthony is the talent, by the way. Opie was so confident that he could do a show by himself. Ugh.
80 fucking times in the past couple of months, because that people have noticed too. Hey, how come Opie keeps bringing that up?
Because that's really going to happen.
Why?
Because it's just time.
Why is it time?
Because we've done everything.
We've done everything?
Great radio.
We've
But
done
it's
everything.
time maybe to move on to some new challenges.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
Well, you brought it up enough times.
I think so.
Perhaps you want to.
And it has nothing to do with...
I actually enjoy coming in here and doing a show on a daily basis. I don't bitch about every fucking, everything that goes on. I try to keep it fucking light.
When you're... dude,
when I'm what? When I'm what?
When you're not distracted by pal talk, your phone.
Distracted?
When you're
I'm fucking doing that. I'm reading pal talk. I get lines off of it.
When you've missed a lot of shows.
A lot.
Pal Talk, I guess, was some kind of a chat service because I've heard him mentioned in some other clip like that he was so distracted by Pal Talk. He really hated the fact that Anthony was single and could do what single guys do, so to speak. And I guess that really bothered him.
A lot of shows.
Dude,
I love a
you've
count.
missed a lot of shows.
Yeah, when I'm sick.
Sick, out on a date, all sorts of fun stuff.
On a date.
Playing in poker tournaments that were more important than the show. I mean, stop.
Holy shit. Who fucking took off Monday to do what? What'd you do?
Personal day.
What's a personal day?
You're allowed to take a personal
What'd you
day.
do? What'd you do?
No,
What was so important? What was
It's
more?
like he's Opie is trying to make Anthony, he's like being a suck up, like a teacher's pet almost. He's trying to, for whatever the higher ups are that are listening, he's trying to just slide in like, oh, Anthony's late a lot. He takes off a lot and for stupid reasons. Oh, I guess you wanted to play poker. Oh, I guess you were hungover or with a woman or on a date or, oh, I guess you were sick. And Anthony's like, yeah, I was sick. I can't have sick days. But since they weren't for reasons that Opie deemed appropriate, he's going to guilt him for it. Just unbelievable. Just trying to sandbag him before they're even out of this.
More important than the show.
What I did, Anthony, was I went down to Philly to celebrate my father-in-law's 50th anniversary.
That's so important.
And I went to a benefit for a cop who was shot and killed. And I took a personal day, and I openly said it was a personal day, that I needed a day off because the big party was Friday, but we had to do a gig at Comics for the Funniest Listener, and you couldn't be there because you were sick.
Yeah, I was sick.
I didn't want to be there because I had something really important to do. You could have got your ass there.
Holy fuck you, man. I couldn't have gotten there. I was sick.
You could have got there. You asked me, so I'm telling you.
I was fucking sick. How
you were throwing up, but I'm sure you could have gotten there. And Opie's throwing it in his face. Well, I was at this funeral of this person, this cop that got shot. Meanwhile, it's widely known that Anthony was the one who was much better at keeping relationships with guests, co-hosts, anybody that had ever been on the show. So this is just a big cope from Opie. Thank you, Regod, for the 20 for the Orange Boy. Before I die and we build the ethno state, I will ensure a state of motherhood is made for Chrissie. Oh my God, how sweet. Yes, please make it out of frozen breast milk. That would be cool. That'd be a cool statue. Thank you, Ree. Mitchell Fields, fourth opinion on poll. Who are these people? Mitchell, these are radio legends. Okay. Did you not listen to the Opie and Anthony show during the early aughts, you must not live in the tri-state area. Well, you're about to get to know these guys. Opie and Anthony, they were basically like the next rung down from Howard Stern back in the day. Opie sort of, I guess, scouted Anthony, but Anthony was the funnier, more talented, better one who has a better career, whereas Opie now just streams from his either apartment in Manhattan or Hampton House. And Anthony is relevant and goes on tours and does stand-up and now has a new gig on WABC radio. So he uncanceled himself after he was canceled, and now he's back in radio. Regot again for 10. Thank you for the yellow boy. Hey, Chrissy, have you seen Steel Toe Aaron Imholt? He's gone insane talking to no one, farting in the bathtub and laughing and eating the bubble. I have not seen him. I have not seen or spoken to him lately. Okay, let's hear them.
Who are you to tell me I could have gotten there?
You could have got there.
Yeah, sure I could have.
I was the one that really needed the day off.
I was in bed. Oh, were you?
Yeah.
I was fucking sick. I had a fever and the flu.
Great.
Yeah. I was sick.
Yeah.
Making him feel bad for being sick.
Who's the one that's always
asshole.
saying you shouldn't come in sick anyway? It gets you sick. But you're sick every day. Every day we got to hear about how it's another fucking problem you got.
I'm not sick every day.
Every day? What did you just tell me today? I think I'm getting sick. I think I'm getting sick. Do you realize every day you say you're sick or your back hurts or something?
Stop doing this. I don't
What?
care. I could do something else.
No, you couldn't.
I could
certainly
do something
for this.
else.
I could do something else tomorrow.
What?
Do another radio show, whatever.
Good.
Or sit out a year. I don't care.
But did he do another radio show? No.
Really?
Yes.
You're gonna spin
Really.
records again?
Oh, you're gonna make
Are
fun
you?
of me?
Oh, I'm not making fun of it.
Like I didn't
Making fun of me. At least I'm not saying you didn't fucking want to do the show.
Like I wasn't successful on my own. I'm only
course you
successful if I spin records.
Did I fucking say
Dude,
that? I'm saying
my whole problem with you is very simple. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you, but we're moving in extremely different directions, and it is going to be close to time to move on. That's all.
You know something? I've always come in here,
dude. You went through a period that you were
He's talking like he's already made up. Opie's already made up his mind, almost like he's got a plan that he's going to do something else.
not into the show as well.
Not into the show.
And for you to sit here and deny that is ridiculous.
I'd love for somebody to identify.
And if you want to really
time.
talk about how many days I took off compared to you, it's not even comparable. You got to take the wedding out of it because that's once in a lifetime thing. But all of a sudden, you decided that you had to be in a poker tournament for 2 days, and you missed the radio show.
Wow.
There was no reason to be in a poker tournament for 2 days.
It was a personal day.
You didn't work it that way. You was like, oh, I'm down here in Lansing. We didn't even know you weren't going to be doing the show until last minute. That's the difference. When I say that I'm taking a personal day on a Tuesday for the following Monday, yeah, that's setting up a personal day. But when you sit at home and wonder, well, is Anthony coming back to Atlantic City to do the radio show the next day? That is much, much different. Much different.
Well, that's because
like Opie doesn't have the talent. He's not the heavy hitter on this show. Anthony really is the one pulling his weight. And so what does Opie have but to belittle him and make him feel guilty about taking a couple of days off, about who and how he dates, things like that.
And then when you went on the day with Jill, which turned out to be really good radio, but we didn't know you weren't coming in the next day until literally hours before you weren't there. That's the difference. Yes.
Okay. There's two.
Whatever. I don't need to snip back and forth.
He's
I'm going to defend myself.
Let me start where we were instead of where we ended up. You got snippy at a fucking joke I made.
Yeah, because I told you Monday or Tuesday that this whole losing a massive part of our audience is really frustrating. And I even said, look, I have to work through this emotion and get back to a place where I need to be. I'm not okay with what happened.
This Douglas is hitting the nail on the head. Opie sabotaged his own career out of jealousy. Opie was a Jocktober jock who got lucky enough to find himself in a better show and to find Anthony. That was the best thing he's ever done, is discover Anthony, I guess.
I'm not okay
you
with
think
what
I
happened.
am? Do you think I am?
I'm not saying you are, but I explained to you why I might be snippy and a little on edge. I'm really frustrated and really pissed off at what happened.
No shit.
And how we were treated.
Exactly.
Okay?
Well, that's something we can agree on. But when we sit in here and I'm making the same jokes that I make.
But to take the lame shots with Chris Olivero and stuff, I could go down that road with people and stuff too.
Really?
Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm.
No, Opie's
I
not
got phone
at all.
calls. Wow, Anthony was out today. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, the out thing. Okay, wow.
There was a lot of Anthony is outs.
Yeah,
and there were last minute outs.
Yeah, they started harping on.
I've never called you last minute and said, guess what? I'm not going to make the show. Never. It was always in advance. Like, guess what? I'm not going to be here.
Well,
when I get married, I'm not going to get
suit,
here.
I guess.
When I take a personal day, all that stuff.
Well, that's what your strong suit. I guess it's one of my weaknesses that I took off a couple of days without mentioning.
It didn't sound like you took off that much.
I was going to be off.
It was more than a couple of days.
Well, what am I going to say about that?
And you're on edge too, because my little like.
I think the dates on this is 2009, March of 2009. If Cheeky Twat has dated this correctly, and then Anthony was fired July 4th, 2014. So they went on another 5 years after this. Wow.
The thing about the yogurt and grapes got you, all fucking pissed off
because
too,
you
so.
fucking made a pissy face at me. That pissy face is more annoying than you saying something.
Well,
it is.
What am I gonna do? I'm trying to hold back and not go after you like you're going after me. Trust me.
I'm not. But
all right.
No, trust me.
We did very well for ourselves. We've done it for 14 years. It might be time to move on.
Wow.
Before it gets ugly.
Huh?
I don't want to get ugly with you. I got a great
No,
I got a great
get
living
ugly.
because of doing radio with you.
Sure.
Absolutely. And you got a great living for doing radio with me.
Of course.
Not
denying
Opie
it.
is
So
always
I'd
looking for a pat on the back. He's always like, oh my God, Opie, thank you so much. I wouldn't be here without you. I owe it all to you. What can I do? Can I lick your balls?
rather like just split the show or something than start getting all ugly.
Split the show.
Then why'd you make a face?
It was a lousy face
Opie
that
wanted
I've done a million times. It's a bunch of things.
No, I
you
know
do
that face.
Opie wanted to do his own show, I think, by himself. Because eventually when Anthony is fired and he's on with just Jim Norton, you guys will recall from the Opie and Jim fight that we covered a little while back. It comes out that that's what Opie had hoped for. His own show, because Anthony and Jim had great banter, great chemistry. They were hilarious together. And Opie's like, "Durr."
You do that could have set me off easily.
I know that face.
So you finally hate the face. Great.
No, I know that face means that you're pissed. And that was a joke. It was a legitimate fucking radio listener understands this bit joke. It wasn't a personal jab at you. What you did to me was a personal jab because the listeners didn't see the face.
All right, so
that's what I'm talking
and
about.
It sets you off because this is a lot deeper than dumb yogurt and dumb grapes.
It did because it was it's what it is.
It's a lot.
It's
a lot deeper than that. A stupid face or you making fun of my yogurt. It's a deeper thing.
It built up.
Let's at least be honest.
It's
with each
built
other.
up.
We're extremely different people going in different directions. You don't understand me. I don't understand you.
You sound like such a bitch, Opie. You sound like such a bitch. Does he not realize he is nobody without Anthony? I guess he doesn't realize it at this point. Spectral Citizen, thank you for the orange boy. For the 20. Hi, Chrissy. I, too, never listened to Opie and Anthony, but I knew of them. I listened to Stern when he was on K-Rock in New York, so this is all new to me. Yeah, so they were like the next biggest thing after Stern. Just radio legends. Absolute legends. These are people you must know, Spectral. That's why we're going through this all, so you guys can understand. Also, it's pretty entertaining to watch these fights. And then you can understand the dynamic here.
Which is fine. I mean, at times it makes for good radio, but long term, I don't know if it's going to be healthy. And I don't want to get ugly and start fucking attacking you. That's why I'm holding back. I'd rather like just fucking
holding.
I'd rather figure out an exit strategy and figure out what happens next.
He wants
be
to
honest
leave
with you.
already. What a tard.
All right, write out our contract.
Just
and then fuck it.
slurping. Just slurping into the
Year and a
microphone.
half.
Should be it.
Year and a half.
Can take a year and a half.
They do sound like a couple breaking up.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make the face.
See that passive aggressive bullshit.
Oh, okay.
It is. What would you call that? What would you call that?
That was a
That's
joke.
a snide, smart ass fucking
No, that was a
remark.
little joke, actually.
All right, then I'm wrong.
That was a little joke.
Then I'm wrong.
About the face, by the way.
Okay.
That was a little joke.
All right. That was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a break so we can eat.
My stomach hurts.
Oh, my stomach hurts or just something. I think it's a joke. Jim's just trying to lighten the mood. It's like a callback to another joke. Regod, thank you for the yellow boy. When you co-hosted, how bad did Aaron want to F you with his micro? I have no idea. I assume everyone wants to F me with their micros. Thank you, Regod. Opie is just making it awkward on purpose. Why? Because he can't stand being the weak link. So he's trying to burn it all down.
Nice.
Shut up.
Whatever.
Everyone's all scared. Look at them. Please.
Yes, you rock. Want to do some South Park audio?
Let me see it.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
I don't trust
he
you.
makes it awkward, and now that it's awkward, he doesn't know what to do.
It's really good.
Ooh. South Park audio.
Yes. He's shaking. His hand is
Look
shaking.
at him. Put
You
your hand out.
nervous fruit.
Put your hand straight out.
You man up.
Oh, fuck.
Two men are fucking arguing. Act like you have a fucking set of balls.
Why did you just lick me?
I didn't lick you. I smelled you.
Yeah. Because you're dripping gravy. You're delicious.
And by the way, Danny suggested the stomach hurts line. Had it killed, I would have kept it.
Bad time.
Anthony's trying to keep it light, trying to get it back on track.
Look, you're feeling the same stuff I am. It's obvious. So
I'm pissed.
He keeps saying
I'm pissed.
it's obvious because he really wants to keep the fight going. Because he wants, I don't know, I guess Anthony to be triggered and look bad, and he wants to look like the bigger person. That's his plan here.
Guess what? And it works both ways. There's things you do I'm not happy with either. Okay, and I'll just keep it at that.
I'm pissed at the situation.
I don't really want it to get ugly, but look,
you don't think I know exactly?
There's things that I do. I'm not stupid that you don't like. Guess what? It works the other way pretty much equally. Pretty much equally.
What do you think? I think I'm perfect and that people aren't annoyed with certain things I do?
But
of
I'm not going to
course.
pick apart and name names like you did. I think that's pretty fucking lame. I trust me, the stuff that they say about me, trust me, there's people that are saying stuff about you. I'll just keep it at that.
I know what people say about me.
King of vague.
I know what people say about me.
I mean, to bring up, I don't.
Opie is the
go
king
to say.
of vague threats, vague veiled insults, like fake veiled gossip. Oh, I heard some things about you. Oh, you didn't hear about what he said. He wants people to be anxious around him. He's on purpose trying to make Anthony and everyone around feel like almost like not have faith in Anthony. He wants everyone to be anxious because he wants this to be over because his ego can't handle that he's the weak link. So he's just self-sabotaging big time here.
I do a lot of bullshit behind the scenes all the fucking time. So that was pretty fucking lame.
It wasn't fucking lame.
It was lame.
It
dude.
was being open and honest about certain fucking things that you do that was pissing me off.
So
and the face
we're
thing
not
brought
back-
it out.
So we're not back in Philly because of me? Really?
What?
So we didn't get back on in Philly because of me.
I didn't say that.
You sort of suggested that. Didn't
What?
You?
When?
What'd you say about Philly?
I didn't mention Philly.
Yeah, you did. You said
no, I didn't.
You certainly did mention Philly.
I mentioned sponsor meetings
in Philly.
No, I did not mention
There was a
Philly at all.
mention in there.
No, I did not mention Philly.
Did he mention Philly, Jimmy?
I think so, but I don't remember.
What did
the
I say?
It was something about being on a Philly. I honestly don't remember the context.
No, it said Danny Bonaducci was the one that was apparently working his ass off with the sponsors. I didn't say anything about you losing a gig in Philly.
We worked our asses off with the sponsors. We absolutely did.
Well, that's what I told him.
And the whole thing about we were in a unique situation. So the only thing I ever said to those guys is like, could you make it easier and bring some of the sponsors over to here?
Yeah, it's Opie is trying to just pin every problem in this relationship with the show on Anthony. And shout out to Regod again, super duper king of the chat. Thank you for the 50. Chrissie Mayr, the only woman who stood up for true Americans, and an amazing strawberry blonde bombshell. Well, thank you. I agree with you on the second part for sure. I stood up when I could, how I could, you know. But thank you. My God, it's not even my birthday. This is just too much, Regod. You're the best. You are the best. You're the king of the chat.
Instead of making us, after we're done over here, walk back over there. It was ridiculous. All that was about was trying to work together and make it easier for everybody.
Problem.
Well, no one told me. And I didn't yell at him or nothing. I said that it just logically would make sense to, bring these guys over here from time to time just to make it easier.
And the breathing into the microphone. This is Opie. He's like, and then he gulps. He does a big, what I assume a big old slug of water. He goes, Opie should do ASMR.
No one told you, maybe because you stopped accepting phone calls from anybody.
When a radio company dumps you in Boston and Cleveland while you're on your honeymoon, why should I talk to them ever again? You didn't think the writing was on the wall at that point?
Of course it was, but
That stupid Bobby went, well, you should do lunch with these guys. For what reason? They made their decision months ago.
Oh, I know that.
We've been around long enough to know that. And when I'm in an airport coming back from my honeymoon, and I'm not going, woe is me, but you get a phone call that, oh, guess what? I'm glad you're married and had a great time on your honeymoon, but you're coming back to 2 less stations. Really? Without even giving us a clue that was going down. Yeah, I tend not to talk to those people again. Absolutely. Yeah, that's when I stopped talking to them. Before that, I was on the phone with those guys on a regular basis. On a regular fucking basis.
Mm-hmm.
Went out to dinner with them, went over there and did the old dog and pony show. Yes.
Lurk.
But the Boston and Cleveland thing, that's when I knew this whole thing was over. And Bob's like, well, you need to talk to those guys and have lunch. Why? They didn't give us the decency or the respect to fucking tell us what was happening and that it was even a possibility we were losing those markets.
Hmm.
Dude, Ugh.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I knew the whole thing was, the writing was on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It was everyone's a little cranky.
Yeah, well, how do you come back from this?
Yeah.
What it is,
He sandbagged the whole show.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. The energy is so bad. Oh, awkward.
Look, we're getting tired of each other. For real.
So much projection.
For real. And it's not a
Just say you are getting.
I can attack you. You can attack me. I'm not. I know that. I just wonder if there's other ways to do this. That's all. Keeps everybody happy. I'm just saying that. I'm just wondering. That's all.
Gee, I wonder if there's
Or maybe
a way.
maybe we figure out something that
How can I keep the same money or make more and just not be around you, Anthony, because you remind me of all my shortcomings?
this makes sense for another run. it's easy to attack you. You can attack me. That'd be great. But I don't really feel like going down that road. I know I have an amazing life and a living because we hooked up. I know that.
Oh yeah.
So the last thing I want
man.
to do is sit here and like pick apart everything that I think you have done.
What?
And you could do the same.
That's your
I'm
favorite
not
thing
even
to do.
going to attempt to go, I'm right, you're wrong. We could so do that back and forth for hours. There's things that I know I've done that, frustrate you and piss you off. But it really works both ways.
Well, of course it does.
This really sounds like a woman trying
And
to
people
break
taking
up.
their sides, whatever. Take your sides. My God.
Team Kumia.
Maybe, I don't know.
You want grape?
Yes. Great time for a grape.
Yeah. And I mean, as far as recently goes, I told you, I am so want to strangle somebody. I told my wife, I walked home after knowing we were done. I'm like, my fucking nerves are red hot. I was like so frustrated. So fucking frustrated. And I told you, like, I got to work through this. Because the one thing I am trying to do is at least, like, in the past, I just, like, would do my shit and be people like, what the fuck? But now I try to explain it to people, like, I'm frustrated. Fucking frustrated what they did to us.
Yeah, it's infuriating. People.
Who gets custody of Jim? That's funny.
Well, Jimmy, go to the foster home.
These two idiots will be fighting
Fuck
it out.
you.
Who gets stuck with me? You take them.
Right,
Look,
you-
I'll take less money. You take them.
You have them. You have them. You have them.
Send them to the foster home.
You have them. You have them.
Oh. I bet they never would
Jimmy
have
would
guessed
be exhausted because he was trying to
it would have
keep
ended
both
up
of
with
us happy.
Opie and Jim.
And I'd be fucking like jet skiing, two coattails.
Yes.
Fucking see who does better.
Jimmy's the
And then
best.
the other one, I'll fucking kick right in the ass.
If we had 2 radio shows, you'd be exhausted. You'd have to do both shows. Oh.
How annoying would it be if I had to go through the producer to get on both?
Oh,
So
Christ.
many water noises.
Yeah, everybody's a little frustrated.
Oh my
And
god.
then knowing,
I'm gonna re-listen to this and just count how many drinking water like yummy noises he makes. Wow, another 50 from Regod. My goodness gracious. Hey Chrissy, can you send me another photo so I can use it to make my girlfriends jealous? Well, I don't think I've sent you any photos, but no. There's plenty of photos online. Just Google away. But thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you, Regod. You're the best. You're the best around.
whatever. There was opportunities for the company we are still working for, and instead, same old, same old.
Oh, I did send you a photograph. Okay, never mind.
They should have done something huge the day that we lost the other gig.
Well, we'll always be the
Because it was amazing. It was an amazing opportunity to get new subscribers, but they don't have any plan.
We'll always be the pieces of shit at Sirius XM. Always be the pieces of shit. Not worth the respect that they should give us. Not the big fucking, Messiah, God over there. We're just fucking, we're the bastards of.
So apparently Opie was the one who dealt with the contracts, dealt with the management, and it seems as if he is kind of dangling that over Anthony's head, like, well, I do all the talking. And like, yeah, Anthony famously didn't like dealing with that stuff. He just liked to come in and do his show, even a compound. Just wanted to come in and do his show, never wanted to deal with like all that other shit, which I understand as a creative person you don't want to do. I've already filed multiple extensions on my taxes, so I don't like dealing with that stuff either, so I get it. And it's almost like he is using that to like pull Anthony down in a sense. They're never letting anything go. Oh yes, I will be at Jazz on Main in Mount Kisco May 17th. He just loves to like really stew in this bad feeling and in these bad vibes.
The company that got taken over. Merger, please.
If you eat another grape, you're dead.
I was feeling my grape.
More grapes, more grapes.
I was tapping.
Don't even attempt.
Tapping my grape.
Don't even attempt it.
Seeing if they're ripe. They're delicious.
Can I see those grapes?
No. I don't want wine.
Should we play the Ting Tangs?
That would be good, yeah. It's a happy song. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, we'll break.
Take a deep breath, break. I'll shove 80 grapes in my mouth. And
I'd go home right now, but then I'd get in trouble for that too.
Well, yeah.
I'd get yelled at.
We can't do that.
Mm-mm. Logically, that would make sense right now, but whatever.
What a fag! I want to just go home.
Welcome to all the new people who signed up today. Sirius XM.
This is what you get.
Damn enabler.
Jim, just trying to keep it light.
Yeah, someone's saying I'm not going to make it on my own. I'll give it a shot, though.
Did he?
I've only been doing radio since I was 18. I'm willing to give it a shot. You asshole.
Can get listeners. They're all saying stop fighting. They feel like children. They're scared and have a stomach ache, and the spaghetti's running down the wall. The grapes are running down the wall.
I thought you had a home run on that one, didn't you, Daniel?
I sure did.
Boo.
Oi! Oh, goodness. And that's another clip. Holy cow. So freaking awkward. And Opie just reveling in the awkwardness. Junior, thank you for the 5. I'm so glad Anthony trashed Opie. In both of his books, Opie was an insufferable oaf. Yeah, just a lot of like bad faith points that he brought up, bad faith arguments, like a lot of ulterior motives. Really just wanting him to feel bad for being the more talented one of the two. And again, if his ego weren't so big, his ego really got in the way and was part of his downfall, because you can be the boring straight guy. That's a lot of dynamics thrive like that, but he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle that Anthony knew all the comics, was funnier, had better chemistry with people on the radio, and just absolutely sandbagged it. Wanted to walk away. This is in 2009. This was 5 years. They went on for 5 more years. I mean, I guess the money was pretty good. They went on for 5 more years, and then Anthony was fired, which I'm sure was an outcome no one expected. Opie's probably just thinking like, oh, how do I break out of this and keep my job? And well, the rest is history. Anthony was one of the first people to get canceled. He took a picture of a woman in Times Square, and then she attacked him like a prostitute or something. And she got upset that someone took a photo of her. And then all these other people joined in, and then he wrote on Twitter about it, and then he was canceled for what he said about the whole thing. Yeah, and people, it's fun. It's fun, right? It's like, I want to see, maybe I'll check and see if there's a video version of that, because I know when I saw the Opie and Jim fight on the video, it really brought a lot to see their faces during the conversation, like brings new elements into it, and you can read more into what they're saying when you can see their faces. So I'm gonna see if that exists. He wanted to be King Leonidas, but instead he was that weird hunchback mutant thing. You guys are funny. Okay, let me know in the comments what other fights you want to watch We need a Chrissie. We need an Opie on Chrissie's show. Oh, I need an Opie. Yeah. Let me know in the comments what other fights you want to watch. Have me watch with you. Talk about. But this is fun. It's bringing back. Isn't it bringing up like a lot of fun memories? And now look. Fast forward 15 years later. 16 years later, and Opie is streaming from his apartment, and Anthony is back on the radio. Who would have guessed it? Yeah, the Opie and Jim shows are tense. I would watch some of those, though. Kumia hungover. Cool. There's a good Troy Kwan versus Joe DeRosa fight. Oh, was Troy one of the producers? Patrice says, why are you laughing? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to write these down. Hopefully there's footage for these things. Yeah, Opie's he's an interesting case study. I feel like I should have a lab coat and a clipboard when I watch Opie in these old clips, because I feel like I'm about to diagnose him with something. Oh, you know what I want to watch too is this. If you guys are new to the Opie and Anthony world, here is an example of why Opie is the least funniest person in the world. Here is a commercial. I think this is a bunch of outtakes. Okay, let's check it. A commercial they did together back in the day, and you'll hear Anthony is funny and improvising and steals the show, and Opie's just standing there like, dude.
So what do you think? Does this dress make me look a little fat?
No, definitely not.
It's a huge ass that makes you look fat.
What?
Opie and Anthony, they belong on the radio. Weekday mornings on 92.3 Free FM.
Thank you. Come again.
Well, she did ask.
Oi.
Does this dress make me look a little fat?
I turned too quickly. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Does this dress make me look a little bit fat?
I don't know. Ask the guy outside yelling.
Opie's just like, he overacts on this. It's like, it's a commercial. Calm down.
Second.
Do you think this dress makes me look a little fat?
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. I fucked up.
I'm sawing logs over here.
What? As I look at the camera like an idiot. A fucking rookie. What are you doing?
Not a clue.
It's obvious.
Ah, it's obvious.
Is that a bat? How do you fold a bat?
I don't know what to do with this.
Where does that even go? It even go. Stuttering, muttering prick. Welcome to the dress store. Look at all these goddamn dresses. Dresses for every occasion, for everybody. Guys, girl, are you a big boned tranny? Come on down, got something for you. How about a young slut? You don't know where you left your dress last night? Come on in, we got one.
Like, Opie's just sitting there adding nothing. Why don't you add other types of dresses that you sell? Why don't you add other types of kooky customers that just like you're looking for something some sign of life, and it's just nothing.
For you here at the House of Dresses. It's nothing but dresses. I'm wearing a skirt right now. Do you need a dress? Do you need a dress? Do you need a dress? Come down to the House of Dresses. Look at all these goddamn dresses we've got. Check this one out. What about another one?
Wow, he keeps showing the same dress over and over again. Opie, how hard would it be for you to just grab a couple different dresses and at least show those? Oh my God, he's so lame. It hurts.
And another. Skirts, blouses, things I don't even know what the hell they're called. And girls, pearl necklace. If you know what I mean. Look, I wanted to be a fucking astronaut. I didn't want this job, a pilot, something. Please come down and help me out. I'm Anthony. Welcome. What happened to my life?
Just nothing.
Opie,
just Opie has nothing. As usual, it's Kumia doing all the tap dancing. Oh my God, Opie's just standing there like a lump. I wish, if he had felt the way that he did, why didn't he take an improv class, take an acting class? I don't know, drink more. There are things you can do to loosen yourself up. I just don't get it. Blah, 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 blah. Mitchell Fields, thank you for the 2. So Opie is the blonde one. Oh, a name tag too. Yes, Opie is the blonde one. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. Okay, this was fun. Oh my God. The more I watch, the more I feel bad for Ant for having to deal with him. Oh, and my gosh, you're too much, Ree. A final super chat from Ree God. Hey, Chrissy. Tell Courtney I'm a solid provider. Ooh, yes, you are, Courtney. Ree God is a solid provider. Thanks, buddy. You the best. Okay. Let me know what else we should watch for next time in the comments. You guys are the best. We'll see you all on the next one. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be on a show, a special show. I'm not going to tell you guys which one it is. But things are happening. Exciting things are happening in the Chrissie Mayr world. Also, Tuesday, the 8th, I'm going to be back on Quite Frankly over at Zidalza. And then, the baby turns 1 on Thursday. And then next Friday, the 11th, Anthony Cumia will be live in the Chrissie Mayr studios. Very, very exciting. So exciting. And then, it's Passover. No, I don't know why. I just have, for some reason, the Jewish holidays in my Google Calendar. No, it's an appearance. It's not like a stand-up show to promote. But I will promote these shows. Da-da, 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 da-da. Come to a show. And by the way, thank you everybody who came out to see Jimmy Dore and myself at Hartford. That was a great, 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 great show. Jimmy Dore, Steph, his whole gang are just the best to work with. May 17th, come see me in Mount Kisco at Jazz on Main. August 8th and 9th, I'm back at the Brokerage in Long Island. October 18th, Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, Ohio. For tickets, go to my website, ChrissieMayr.com. And I'm adding more dates, so let me know what cool clubs are by you, where I should come next. Oh, yes, I miss Texas, Junior. I miss Texas. Zato, thank you for the 5. Nannerpuss. That sounds like a nickname, a new nickname. You guys are the best. I'll see you all next time, and stay tuned for a special. I'll let it come out, and then I'll tell people. Okay, love you guys. Bye.